All right, welcome to the weekly prayer update. This is the landscape of Gatlinburg, Tennessee, if you are looking behind me. And there is currently a student conference happening at the conference center that I'm at, and I was super privileged to be able to be a part of it. And we did get sort of snowed in here because it also snowed in Tennessee, here in Gatlinburg, as it did in Virginia. Also, if you're watching this in Indonesia, here's some snow for you. But yeah, we did end up getting to have a bonus day, is what we called it, here in Gatlinburg. So I think that was more of a blessing than anything that we got snowed in. But had a blast. So really cool to see God working in students' lives, no matter who they are. And it's just cool to see God working and doing amazing things and just restoring lives and bringing them to Himself. But I had some amazing prayer requests for you before I get to the prayer requests about language, because all of my team is now at 75%, which means that we have the green light to go ahead and get our visas, and then once we have our visas, we can buy our plane tickets. So that is a huge praise today. So just praising the Lord that everything's going smoothly. We are going to be able to have our visas in time, it's looking like, and then being able to just get our plane tickets to head overseas. So that's a huge praise right there. Like I said, we have 4 units going. It's going to be me, another single person, and then 2 other families with a son each. So that's going to be, I believe that's 8 people headed over in March. And like I put on their hashtag, it's like 9 weeks away. The days are getting closer. So it's getting more and more real. And it's hard to be real because it's super cold out here. And I know in Indonesia, I'm sure it's like 80 degrees or something like that. But looking forward to that. But let me go ahead and get to my prayer request for this week, because I wanted to talk about this last week, but I ended up talking about prayer. And by the way, my prayer habit has been going really well, so thank you for everyone who's been praying for that. But I did want to talk about, there we go, learning Indonesian. That's a lot brighter. But so yeah, I'm going to be learning Indonesian right when I get to Indonesia. I'm also starting to listen to a lot of things here in the States as well. There's a lot of little things that will play you different vocab words and things like that. So there's a lot of things that you can listen to even before you get there. But yeah, so please be in prayer that I would basically be disciplined, and that all the things that I cannot control would end up going in the favor of us all learning the language, not just as quickly as possible, but as efficient, in a way that we would really understand it deeply, and understanding their culture in a way that we could really communicate on a heart level with these nationals, with the Indonesian nationals, and in the future the tribal people that we hope to plant churches in, and reach them with the Bible translations, and a church with mature elders that could take our place. So one of the things that I'm hoping to do, and I don't have the graphic here today, but one of the things that we do for raising support, we have a little chart, and every time you get to a certain percentage point, like every 10% or something like that, they'll fill in a circle. And so like by the end of the time where you get to 100%, you have all the circles filled in on the chart. And so what I'm wanting to do with language learning, I'm wanting to do the same thing, but with all the hours that I'm hoping to put into learning the Indonesian language. And so it'll be the same thing as like, as God keeps working to raise our funds for going overseas, I want to do the same thing for learning Indonesian. Because, and this was not my idea, by the way, this is Jim Passetti's idea, so I have to give him credit. But he is our language instructor at the training center, and he was saying that on average, if you just averaged out all languages, they take an average of around 4,000 hours to learn language. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to have 4,000 hours on the chart, and then every time I get an 8-hour block done, I'm going to fill in that circle. So that's the chart that I'm hoping to make, and it'll be cool to just see as I continue to log more and more hours away at Indonesian, that I'll get to see more and more fluency, and more being able to communicate to the actual nationals that I'm hoping to talk to on a heart level. And And then I'll also include things about the culture and different things like that. So it's not just about the language, but learning the culture as well. So that's one of my goals that I'm hoping to put up here soon. Hopefully I'll talk to my social media guy and the guy who helps me with all that kind of stuff to maybe make that as well. But yeah, so we haven't got that together yet, but that is one of my goals. So, but yeah, for that prayer request, I would just say, pray on my side that I could be as disciplined as possible. But then on the things that are out of my control, that language helpers would be able to be there as many times as they can. I could be there for the language sessions as many times as I can. COVID restrictions, all those things that are outside of anybody's control, that all those things would lean in favor of learning the language fluently and learning it well and quickly too. So yeah, obviously it's hard to give an actual time frame for when you're going to learn a language or have it down pat, proficient, but there's things that you can do to on your side of the equation. So just pray that I would do those things, and then on the things that are not on my side, that those things would fall in line as well. So anyway, thank you all to all of you who are praying. I know this video is a little bit longer than I normally do it, but yeah, I wanted to kind of put that out there so that when I put the chart up there, I've already had a video out there kind of discussing what that's all about. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week. Goodbye.